This is a really solid gun. As you can see, like, it actually goes insane. So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. If you're seeing this right now, look guys, you said subscribe. Please subscribe. Oh, check if you subscribe down below. Thank you to that guy actually for saying that. He was not a paid actor, I swear. You won't be able to find proof, okay? Trust me. Today we're gonna be ranking every 22 LR gun in Phantom Forces. Like the guy said, make sure to like and subscribe. Like the video, yay. So first off, we have assault rifles. Okay, next up we have battle rifles. Okay, next up we have carbine. Next up we have PDW. Okay, dude. Our first conversion is Uzi 22LR, which used to basically be the lowest recoil gun in the game until a gun later on the list shows up. This gun has been nerfed, but it's actually still really good. Basically, it does about 25 damage to the body, which is pretty bad, right? And it drops to 12 at range, which is also really bad, and it doesn't fire too fast. However, it's extremely accurate, and the headshot multi is really good. It has a 2.5 times headshot multi. It used to have a 3 times, which basically meant it did 75 headshot damage, which was kind of insane, but it doesn't do as much. It still does really good headshot damage, though. So even though it does 25 to 12 damage, if you're hitting your heads, it's actually pretty good. Even over range, it's really not that bad. I've actually seen somebody get a 100 kill game on Dunes with this gun, which is a long range map. This is a really solid gun. As you can see, like, it actually goes insane. This is at 22. I don't know how it's so good. And the overall reason why this is so good is because it has a 50 round drum. The headshot multi is actually on par, if not better, than the default gun. The RPM is the same as the default gun. So basically all you have to do is just hit your headshots. As you can see, you should probably be hitting your headshots, or else you're not going to do any damage. And if you hit your headshots, it's like a good, it's good. Like, it's actually a really good gun. I'm going to be real, honestly, this might be the best 22 in the game. There will be a couple 22s later on the list, which are also very good, but I mean, it's a good gun. Even after the nerf, this is still a 5 out of 5. I think it's a very good gun, surprisingly as well, because you wouldn't expect that. But then we have the other PDW, which has a 22 LR conversion, and that's the Chris Vector. And you're probably like, okay, Chris Vector, great gun. You know, Uzi kind of gun, but the Chris Vector, insane, very fast RPM, very low recoil. It must be a great gun. Well, 22 on the Vector is actually pretty bad. It actually does about the same amount of damage as the Uzi. However, the headshot multi is nowhere near as good. It only has a 2x headshot multi, and the range for the 2-shot head is not very good. And as you can see, even though I'm hitting a ton of hit markers here, it's really not that great in terms of damage, and it only has 10 bullets instead of 50. So if you're going for headshots, you kind of want the 50 rounds, and you kind of want the lower RPM, which allows you to actually go for those headshots. Here, you really don't got a lot of time to hit those heads, and even when you do, you're not as rewarded for your headshots. About this gun, honestly, all I do is make the reload even faster. Like, I just want a really fast reload on this gun, and the reload is very fast, 1.6 seconds, but like, if you think about that, that has the same tactical reload as like 20 tact guns, which is like, are you serious? A 20 round 5.56 and a 10 round 22 have like the same speed of reload? It really just goes to show that we live in a society. I want this to have like a 0.9 second reload, okay? That's all I'm saying. Like, don't buff it in any other way. Just make the reload time like ridiculous. I just want to see the reload being like 0.4 seconds, maybe not that fast. Overall, a 3 out of 10. You can do well with this. It does have a lot of reserve ammo, but overall, it's not very good. But then we have the new contender to the Uzi 22. Now, this actually doesn't do as great damage. The headshot multi is the same though as the 22 LR Uzi, and it can 2-shot headshot, but it doesn't have as good of an ability to kill with like 1 head, 2 limb shots, which makes it not quite as great for hits to kill. It does have a torso multi, so it actually can do a little bit more damage over range than the 22 LR Uzi. Massive advantage of this gun is that it literally does not have a single speck of recoil. There's no recoil in this gun. I'm not even kidding. Like, hold on, let me just shoot this guy. You see that? Where's the recoil? The effective range of this gun is essentially infinite because it just doesn't have any recoil at all. Wait, look at that. Look at that recoil at that range. Even the Uzi 22, which is a very low recoil gun, just pales in comparison to this gun. Also, the F88T, which is the name of this gun, actually has quite a bit better velocity as well. So it's actually going to be an amazing gun for range if you're hitting only headshots, which you are completely capable of doing that. So overall, I'm going to be giving this one a 5 out of 5. I would actually say, upon further inspection, that the 22 Uzi is actually slightly better. And that's only because it's got a little bit better damage and a significantly larger magazine. 20 rounds is really not that great. Definitely still a 5 out of 5 because it does something that people really like, which is no recoil, you know? But then we have the 22 LR sniper rifle, which you might not have even known exists. And that is because it's on an already unpopular gun, which is the FT300. This conversion is really not that great on your body damage. However, you can one shot to the head and you have a really quick reload time. The reason that this is not a very good conversion is simply put, because it's a headshot kill and it only has 1 bullet. If you use the marksman kit, which will work on the other ammo types to give it 10 rounds, it actually will keep the 1 bullet on this gun for some reason, and also give it like, oh no, I'm using this. I won, I'm better. It will give it a 7-second reload for 1 bullet. And the damage in the test blast is not too bad, 55 to 30, which is pretty decent. However, it still is just going to be the headshot killing gun. So when you compare it to the Steyr Scout, which has, you know, 10 bullets, it does do 78 torso, which is pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. However, it can't one-shot, so why would you use it over something like the Mosin, which does about the same thing, but has better velocity, better overall damage? It actually can do 90 torso, and just, you know, has 10 rounds. Wait, is this a window? Well, I can't go out here anymore? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this map. I think it looks okay, but I'm gonna be real, I really don't like the layout. This single piece of massive cover just kind of annoys me, and you have like this massive open area, just like the cover is weird. I don't know. Overall, the FT300, it's not too bad with the 22 LR, but I'm gonna give it probably a 2 out of 10, because not only is it pretty not that great to use, secondly, like, you don't really need it for any particular purpose. It really doesn't do anything too special. If you're hitting your headshots, it's not too bad, but like, that's every sniper in the entire game. Also, please, 22 DMR. Imagine a DMR that did awful body damage, but really good headshot damage. But then we have the pistols. Now, the pistols have a ridiculous amount of 22 ammo types, and first off, we have the rat shot on the 1911. I've talked about this in quite a few videos. It's essentially just a weird bad shotgun conversion. It can theoretically, if every pellet hits, 3 shots to the body, which is not too bad. And it can also 1 shot to the... Yeah, let's be real, okay? I don't even gotta say anything. I really don't have to say anything. So yes, it can 1 shot to the head and it can 3 shot to the body, but it can't. It really just cannot do that. The spread is really bad. The ranges are pretty bad, but like, it's a 22. If the spread was good, it doesn't do damage, you know? It like falls off way too hard. So this is like a 2 out of 5. It's fine. Then we have the GB22. Now the GB22, yeah, it shoots really quickly. This is like a 0.9 second reload. Imagine if Vector 22 had this kind of reload, you know? It does really bad body damage, but it has a 10 times headshot multi. So basically, wow, that's a nice name. It can 1-shot headshot at any range. The drop is pretty bad. The body damage is pretty bad. But if you're hitting headshots, it is kind of broken. Like, if you really think about it, FT322, but like way better. Just hit your headshots, I guess. The only real problem here is that GB50 kind of exists. That's a conversion on this gun that still 1-shots headshot, has the same velocity, but it just can 1-shot to the torso. But then we have the Zip 22. Now, the Zip 22 is a really boring gun at this point. Everyone knows what it is. It's the trash gun. It does 15 to 12 damage, which basically means it's like a 7-shot to the body down to like a 9-shot to the body, but it can actually 3-shot to the head at any range, which is pretty cool. And it has a 50-round drum and 1000 RPM. Listen, kids, this is kickable, so don't do this at home, but yeah, it can shoot really, it can shoot really quickly. Auto clicker in this is so cool though. Oh, I don't know. I just reset. Oh, okay. Hey, let's stop this. But then we have the good 22, known as the GSP. Now the GSP is a 5-round pistol. That's like a 4 or 3-shot to the body. But it can 1-shot to the head to a pretty decent range. If you like still having pretty good RPM and still being okay in terms of body damage, but want to be able to 1-shot to the head, it's pretty good. It only got 5 bullets and the body damage is meh. But if you can hit your headshots, it's very good because it still fires very quickly, and it does have a couple conversions. One of them is not a 22, so I won't really talk about that one because this is ranking every 22, not ranking every 22 gun that has conversions that are no longer a 22 gun. I just want to find one guy who isn't going to insta-kill me. There you go. If you're not hitting your headshots, this is actually like a really trash gun. I'm not going to lie. It just doesn't really do as much damage as you would kind of anticipate from a gun with 5 bullets because it's a 22. I would love to shoot more people with it. There you go. As you can see, if you hit the headshots, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, that was body shots. Who cares? Oh, then we have 22 on the SAS 308, which I guess makes it the SAS 22. This is a pretty funky conversion that makes the SAS only 1-shot headshot. Yeah, it is the SAS 22. But basically, if you want a GB22 with a little bit more damage, a little bit more velocity, but something that still has a ton of reserve ammo. This has 72 reserve, and it can always 1-shot to the head at any range, which is pretty nice. Is it better than the GB? That's debatable. Like, it has a little bit less drop, but the main thing here is just the RPM. Like, can you deal with the lower RPM? Overall, should you be using this? Not really. GSP is like a 3 out of 5. I think that there are better pistols in the GIM-1 and the Glock 50, because those can both 1-shot headshot and do good body damage. This is probably going to be getting 2 out of 5. Yeah, it's getting a 2. That's just my my opinion. I think that's every 22 in Phantom Forces ranked. If you liked the video, be sure to like the video if you liked the video. Check down below if you are subscribed. Yeah, anyways, gamers, see you guys in the next one. Is that a real player? But yeah, see you guys. Come on, dude, hit marker that. I'm actually molding about that one. There we go. Why are you guys still watching the video? Like, I just said it was over. Come on, just go. Just have a nice day, guys. See you. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye.